Good afternoon, YouTube. What's going on? It's Mesa back at it with some Titanfall 2. In this video, we're going to talk all about how DLC works within Titanfall 2 because this Wednesday, on November 30th, we're actually getting our first DLC drop, and it's going to be called Angel City's Most Wanted. Now, I'm going to leave a link in the description that has the full details of what we're getting, but I'm going to give you my usual meat and potatoes of this first DLC. One of the things that Respawn is going with regards to DLC drops is they don't want to divide the community. You'll see in some of these games out there, when they have DLC drops, they're usually paid for, and this is all going to be free. All DLC for Titanfall 2 is supposedly free. And the reason why they're doing that is because when you have the paid DLC drops, a lot of times, in many of these shooter games, you have the community divided, basically. You have a section of the community that does not have the DLC, the community that does have the DLC. It makes for really weird matchmaking. I always find that games, when you do have DLC that's paid for, the lobbies tend to be a lot more sweaty in the ones that have the DLC. In fact, in good old Black Ops 2, which I adored, one of my favorite Call of Duties, I used to actually disable the DLC sometimes if I wanted to have a decent game. However, when they do introduce DLC number 1 this week, we're also getting an in-game store where we can buy things for cash. Now, hold on, before you freak out, it's nothing with regards to pay to win. Let me just read this verbatim. In addition to the free stuff, we'll be opening a store in-game with the launch of DLC number 1 that will allow you to purchase new skins, camo, and Prime Titans if you want for a modest price. We will have no in-game currency exchange, no locked loot boxes, crafting shards, or pay-to-win weaponry, no RNG. If you see something you like, you buy it, and that's it. So I think that's pretty cool. I know for me, when it comes to camos and unlocks and stuff, I just like to unlock them through the game, whether it's through kills with my weapons or my Titan and so forth. But if I see something cool, yay, you know what? Maybe I'll grab it. But let's talk about what we'll be getting with Angel City's Most Wanted. So first off, we're getting the Angel City map, a fan favorite map from Titanfall 1, reborn into Titanfall 2. Now, I never played Titanfall 1. You guys know me, I'm kind of new to Titanfall 2, but completely addicted to it. Play it every single day before I go to bed. When I get all my Destiny stuff done, then I move on to Titanfall 2. That's my go-to game now. Now, I'll be streaming the new DLC, or what's new, on Wednesday when it comes out. Only one problem with me is that you get the Angel City map on Wednesday if you pre-order Titanfall. I never pre-ordered it, see. I was so... Whenever it comes to bandwagons, I'm always so hesitant. I knew I should have jumped on Titanfall when it came out, but I just, you know what? Look, live and learn, guys. I fell in love with it now, and that's all that matters. So, but I won't be able to play that map until December 3rd. But there's a number of other things we'll be getting, so let's just kind of laundry list them. First off, we're getting a new pistol, the Wingman Elite Pistol. Now, I don't use pistols at all. Even in Pilot versus Pilot, I'm pretty much just using my primary. And when it comes to playing Attrition or Amped Hardpoint or anything that involves Titans, I'm always using my rocket launcher. I finally unlocked the highest level rocket launcher you can, and that thing takes Titans down easily, okay? I'm going to do a full setup video of where I am right now. I think in my rank, I'm in the early 40s. I'm like rank 41 or 42, I think. I just unlocked the last assault rifle you can unlock. Now, we're also going to be getting some new Titan kits, so I'm just going to laundry list them and go through them here. So for the Ion Titan, the refraction lens, we're going to get a splitter rifle that splits 5 ways now. For the Scorched Titan, we got Scorched Earth. Flame core ignites the ground, leaving thermite in its wake. For the North Star, we got Threat Optics. Enemies are highlighted when zooming in. For the Tone, I like my Tone. Tone and Ronin are my favorites right now. For Tone, we got Burst Loader. Aiming allows a 40mm to store up to 3 shots to burst fire. Then for the Legion, we got Hidden Compartment. Power Shot has 2 charges now. Now for Ronin, for Phase Reflex, when doomed, Ronin phases out of danger. So right now, when it comes to my Ronin, I use the Stealth Eject. I know everyone's saying I should use the one where it self-destructs, but I always end up dying for some reason. I don't realize I'm doomed and I can't get out of there fast enough, so I like the Stealth Eject. I'm usually able to get out of harm's way as soon as my Titan's about to go down. We're getting a new pilot execution called Inner Pieces, where you phase into an unsuspecting victim. We're finally getting a stat screen, which is interesting because I've been wondering, what the heck is my kill-death ratio? I'm almost positive it is positive. I know, that's redundant, right? I've been having some pretty good games. You know what? I'm average at best at any game, so I'm pretty sure it's going to be above a 1.0. That's all I'm concerned with. As long as it's over a 1.0, I'm fine with it. But I've been having really good games in Attrition, Pilot versus Pilot. Haven't really played too much Amped Hardpoint just because, I don't know. I feel like that game mode I like to play with friends. When I play that solo, I usually always end up getting wrecked, okay? As soon as I'm capping a point, two people come out of nowhere and murder me, okay? So attrition, pilot versus pilot, bounty hunt, that's another really fun game mode. And yeah, I can't wait till I hit max rank. And I don't even know what max rank is. I'm so new to the game. I'm like in the low 40s right now. I'm assuming it's either 50 or 55 or something. I don't know. I'm just working on unlocking all the different like camos, the attachments for weapons. I don't really use that often. Trying to use like the marksman type rifle. It's a marksman type of like assault rifle. Trying to use that. Finally unlocked the highest rate assault rifle. Well, no, highest level assault rifle. Don't exactly sure if I'm liking it so far. It mercs, but definitely not as good as the Hemlock in my opinion. So now, some other things they mentioned in their blog post, which again, I will link in the description. Well, so we're getting one map for this first DLC. Kind of wish we were getting more. See, I definitely noticed when you start playing these games, you start to get tired of the same maps over and over. But I found that Titanfall 2 definitely has some decent map rotation for the most part. And most of the maps I do enjoy, whether it's pilot versus pilot or playing anything that involves Titan. So we're getting one free map for this time. Well, actually, all the DLC is free. But for this DLC, we're getting one map. Down the road, they're going to be doing some other things, okay? More maps. And they mentioned game mode twists, okay? Now, they don't really talk anything in detail about what that means or anything, so I'm just going to read this verbatim. Changing things up and trying out new ways to play is a big part of how we work here at Respawn. We're carrying that philosophy over to multiplayer with semi-regular events that will change up rule sets in certain games, giving them a twist to how you might normally play them. Changes like this force players and ourselves to look at the game differently and try some things you may never have tried before. So that should be interesting because I know right now I'm in the rut of kind of like I use the same Titan, I use the same weapons for the most part in order to do well. But like I said before, I'm trying to get all the unlocks on all the weapons now, which that alone is forcing me to use different weapons and so forth. So really interesting to see what they might have on these quote-unquote game mode twists. I don't know, what do you guys think in the comments section? Now, we're also going to be getting double XP weekends. I don't know when the first one's going to be, which I think is pretty cool. You know, do we really even need them? I'm just speaking out loud here because I feel like I leveled up really fast. Maybe just because I'm playing it too much, and maybe the person that just hops on for like an hour or two, it's a little bit slower. And I feel like the weapon unlock system is great. That's one of my gripes I have with some of the other shooters out there is that the weapon unlocks sometimes take forever. Whereas I find this game is as long as you equip the weapon, and that's why I play a lot of attrition because the kills that you get on the grunts and the AI and things like that count towards the XP of that weapon. So we should be getting some double XP weekends, and hopefully that'll come up soon if you're just getting into this game. I know it's on sale everywhere, guys, so I get asked a lot in the comment section of my Titanfall videos, hey, should I pick this game up? Listen, if you like what you see and you like fast-paced action shooter, it's a beautiful game. It's a lot of fun. I should have jumped on this earlier, but you know me, guys, I'm always late to the party. Now, they're also going to have some top networks recognition. So if you didn't know, when you start up a Titanfall, there's different networks you can join. And maybe I will start my Mesa Army network, so maybe I could play with you guys if you guys get this game. But when you start off the game, you just get put into a network. I think mine's called the Advocate Network or something like that. And one of the things they do is they have a happy hour every day at a certain time. And when you play for that hour, you get some extra credits. And the credits are the in-game currency that you use to unlock weapons and unlock other things. Also, they're going to have social giveaways. So they said make sure you follow them on Respawn because every Wednesday we'll be doing random giveaways that could be anything from a Titanfall 2 art book, signed posters, and much more. So that's pretty much it, guys. I'm really looking forward to this DLC. I'm kind of bummed out that I didn't pre-order it, which means I can't play that new map until December 3rd, but I'm going to be streaming this on Wednesday. Well, you know, I pretty much stream whenever I get on Titanfall. Usually it's late at night, so make sure you hit the notification buttons. I don't know what is up with YouTube lately. Seeing a lot of people complain all over the place that YouTube is broken right now. Everyone's losing subs. I haven't been losing subs. I just know my growth has been a little bit on the slow side, but I tend to not really look at that stuff too much. I just do what I do, and if people watch and enjoy it, hey, it's all the better. Anyway, guys, if you haven't noticed, Babble Mode's engaged, so do me a favor, drop a like to this video, only if you see fit. Follow me on the Twitter, @Mesa. Check my stream. Use you on YouTube. That's it. I'm out of here like Vladimir.